another altcoin gem that can explode in the next bull market. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Flux. Can this 10x, 20x, 50x in the next bull cycle? If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn the notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. Before I dive into the whole technical analysis, coin market cap, and where this is going, if you use my link in the description below, you could get up to $25 in free bonuses right here if you use and sign up with my link, BitGet. Make sure you click on the description below and sign up right now, and let's dive in straight into coin market cap. Flux ranked 166 with a market cap of $183 million. $183 million is not peanuts, but it's also nothing if you think about it. Flux is going to be huge considering what it was before. We saw Flux going from all the way $3 million market cap in the last bull market to a $750 million market cap coin, which is almost 4x from here. So assuming we go back to the all-time highs, it would approximately be 4x. Now, Flux can easily do that. I'm not saying it's going to do that overnight, but it could easily do that in the next bull market. Now, the circulating supply is currently sitting at $293 million with 122,000 people on the watch list, traded at 62 cents. Now, you guys know what Flux is. If you're watching this video, most likely you know what it is. What is Flux cryptocurrency and how does it work? Flux is a cryptocurrency that powers the Flux ecosystem. It has a number of use, including purchasing resources, collateralization nodes, and fueling transaction on Flux OS, as well as rewarding both miners and Flux node operators for providing computational resources. The Flux ecosystem is devoted to empowering everyone to develop, deploy, and use the decentralized internet of the future Web 3. Now, what's interesting about this is this. Currently, 2023, Flux has a computational network consisting of around 15,000 decentralized nodes, distributed globally with more than 108,000 CPU cores, 288 terabytes of RAM, and 6.7 petabytes of storage. That makes Flux the largest decentralized network in the world. Now, a lot of people think that Ethereum is the largest decentralized network in the world. And in fact, Ethereum only has 2,000 nodes. So Flux has almost 7 times that amount that Ethereum has. That is literally insane. And as you guys can see right here, if you guys go on their website, it is very clean and very fresh. And the second you go on their website, the thing is gonna pop. Flux partnership with WordPress. It is very big partnership, of course, built on Web3 today. You could go ahead, snoop to the website. Of course, I'm not going to go dive into the website right now, but you can see the total nodes right here, 14,272, total RAM 295. Now, if we scroll down a little bit below, look how saving efficient this is. Estimate the cost of your application on different cloud providers. Flux Cloud estimate cost. You can see that if you use Flux, it would be $5.69 compared to Google Cloud and Amazon or AWS or Azure, which is $116, $79, or $176. So Web3, crypto, decentralized, all here to stay. Flux is definitely here to stay. It's going to make big moves, especially the fact that we have a partnership with WordPress. That's obviously very big. WordPress is massive for those of you guys who don't know. That's always good news to have. Now, the volume on Flux is currently low, down 18%. Going back to some, before I get into some technical analysis, I do want to talk about the volume. 5% of the market cap is currently being traded, which is a little bit low, but that's not a big deal because crypto right now is currently on a downtrend, at least altcoins. But can we see a massive news or move happening on Flux right here? So we've been in a downtrend ever since January 23rd or January 28th, 2023. Flux has been in a downtrend. Now we exploded. I'm not gonna lie. We went all the way from 41 cents, okay, to $1.10. That is 120% gain from here. Now, when we're exploding 120%, we're gonna have a correction. We're usually gonna come back and fall back before exploding again. Now, this is a very important support region because we know the trend is your friend until it bends. And of course, this is a very important resistance level. If Flux manages to break above this resistance, we're most likely going to see a massive move to the upside. If Flux breaks below this support right here, we're most likely going to come back and retest this near support region at 41 cents. Now, what is going to happen? Well, a horizontal triangle is usually bullish because right now we are currently in an uptrend, so we're most likely going to continue that path towards the upside. Now, at the end of the day, it's going to depend on what Bitcoin does. And, you know, if Bitcoin pumps, we're most likely going to see Bitcoin pump, Flux pump. And if Bitcoin coin dumps, we're most likely going to see altcoins and Flux dumping. So that's that on the 4-hour time frame. Let's have a look on the shorter time frame, guys, like on the 4-hour time frame, and pop the stochastic RSI, because you guys know that the stochastic RSI are one of my favorite indicators. So there's two things right here. One, we have a double top right here, which is bad news bears, and two, I think we have a double bottom. Now this is more like a double bottom because we're coming from the downside. Okay, can this be a big pattern? Well, there's two things we're going to be having a look at. One, are we going to break this neckline? If we do, we're most likely going to make lower lows and come down lower. But two, are we going to break this neckline of the double bottom? So the neckline of the double top would be right here. The neckline of the double bottom would be right here. This very strong resistance. If Flux manages to cross to close above this double top right here, that would be very, very, very bullish for Flux. We're most likely going to see a massive move to potentially 90 cents, which is this resistance right here. Now we see there's a lot of area, a lot of action right here. We got rejected right here. We peaked a little bit, came back down, got rejected right here, got rejected right here. And if I even extend that, we can see that this was a support that essentially flipped to resistance. We could see there's a lot of action right here as well. So that's that on Flux on the 4-hour time frame. Nothing too crazy, obviously. Now the stochastic RSI are looking bad. It seems like we want to come back down and retest lower lows. It seems like the orange is flipping over the blue. It seems like we do want to come back down and retest to the lower side. Now we know every time we are overbought on the RSI, we usually pull back to the downside, and every time we are oversold, we usually pull to the upside. So right here we were well oversold. Guess what happened? We exploded again. Right here, oversold. Guess what happened? Exploded. What happened when we were overbought? Boom, came back down. And the annoying thing is that on the stochastic RSI, we are a little bit overbought, or well overbought right here, as you guys can see. But this bounce was very, very, very small. So can this be a possible divergence happening on the charts and on crypto and on Flux? Sorry. We're gonna have to see overall what the double bottom pattern does. And that's about it. If we have a look on the weekly time frame, things are looking pretty good. We do have a massive downward trend double bottom right here, as you guys can see. On the stochastic RSI, it seems like we do want to pull up to the upside, and as you guys can see right here, ever since we exploded and became overbought right here, we essentially had to come back and correct, and this is exactly what happened. Now if I take this and I draw, we know that this is a very, very, very strong resistance, guys. This is a very strong weekly resistance for Flux, and this is one that you're definitely gonna have to wait and keep an eye on, because if Flux manages to break this resistance right here, you could tell, I mean, this goes all the way back to this right here on November 8, 2021. If Flux manages to break this resistance right here, this downward resistance, we're most likely going to see an all-time high and a massive breakout happening. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen now. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow and the next month. I'm not saying that at all. But right now we are in a massive triangle, and a big move is coming on Flux. And this is where you want to be accumulating, essentially right here. When it goes sideways, when it's boring, when everyone says it's dead, that's exactly when you want to be accumulating. And that's when I will be accumulating. So that is my quick video, guys, on Flux. Nothing too crazy overall. If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn notification bells on, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.